Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel English Literature. Today we are going to read Sidney's sonnet Astrophel and Stella and the first sonnet. Okay, there is the introduction part. We have already discussed about Sidney and Astrophel and Stella in the videos that is included in Elizabethan period folder. Elizabethan period folder. You go to my playlist and there you search the Elizabethan period folder and there you will get detailed discussion on Astrophel and Stella and on Sidney. Okay, two separate videos are there on Astrophel and Stella, the sonnet series, and Sidney. But today we will talk about Sidney's sonnet number 1 from Astrophel and Stella, and before that there is a brief introduction, and the introductory part is totally taken from Astrophel and Stella, this video. Now, Sidney set the emotional vigor and sophistication of style in his sonnet cycle that remains a mode of imitation and inspiration for future sonnetiers in his sonnet cycle, Astrophel and Stella. Future sonnetiers like Samuel Daniel, Michael Drayton, Greville, Spencer, Shakespeare all took their inspiration and style from Sidney. Now, we have to know about the background of the sonnet series. In 1575, Sidney met Penelope de Vaux, Lady Rich. She inspired him to write Astrophel and Stella, the famous sonnet sequence. It contained 108 sonnets and 11 songs. This is very important. The name derives from the two Greek word aster. Aster means star. Astrophel. Star, as star, and phil. Aster means star, phil means lover. And what does Stella means? Stella means, sorry, not double L, only single L. Stella means star. So, star lover. Astrophel is star lover and he loves star. And what is star? Star is far away in the sky and here is the star lover. Oh, wow. Don't laugh at my picture anyway. Now, the Latin word, Astrophel is the star lover and Stella is the star. Sidney followed the Puritan rhyme scheme in his 108 sonnets with some variations. Now, it was a great success and sparked a craze for sonnet sequence. It was written sometimes between 1581 to 83. Penelope de Vaux was married to Lady Rich, unfortunately, because star always remained high in the sky and married to another star, and the star lover just upset and disappointed, unfulfilled love. Now, Penelope de Vaux was married to Lord Rich and she became Lady Rich. Unrequited love story now followed. So it tracks the unhappy life of Astrophel for Stella. Penelope becomes the Stella of the first great sonnet sequence in English. Now, first edition was printed by Thomas Newman in 1591, 5 years after Sidney's death. The preface was written by Thomas Nash. These all are very important information to keep in mind, and everything you will get in the video that is named after Astrophel and Stella, and you will find it in Elizabethan folder. Now, I don't want to go in details, otherwise I will lose the energy of teaching the sonnet actually. Astrophel and Stella, sonnet number 1. Loving in truth and fain in words my love to show. Let's read the sonnet at first. Loving in truth and fain in words my love to show. That she, dear she, might take some pleasure of my pain. Pleasure might cause her read, reading might make her know. Knowledge might pity win, and pity grace obtain. Okay, have a look at this. Loving in truth. The poem is written in Alexandrine, or you can say iambic hexameter style. Okay, let's count. Loving, So 1, 2, in, truth 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there is total 12 syllable, and if you can divide it into, then you will find loving in truth and fain in verse, my love to so. And the style is iambic. So what does iambic mean? Iambic means in case of pentameter you find there is 5 metrical feet. In metrical feet in pentameter, but in hexameter you will find there is 6 feet. There you find 6 metrical feet. Okay, so there we find 6 feet. This is 1, 2. In this way, you will total that is 6 feet, and it is called hexameter. And this style is called Alexandrine. It is a French meter. It is a French meter. And what is iambic? One untraced syllable and is followed by traced syllable. So loving in truth and fain in words, my love to so. I am not making dirty the other lines. You can follow the track. Do you understand my point? You can follow the track just observing it. Okay. I should erase something, I think, but this is must be erased. My God, why it is not working? 7. This will be okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, and it will be loving in truth 5, and it will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now this same style will be followed in these lines. Loving in truth and fain in words, my love to so. The style is obviously hyperbaton. And here what does the poet want to say? That the poet wishes to express his true love to his lady love through his words. That's it. So what will be the effect of it? Why does he want to do so? That she, dear she, you will find the alliteration. That she, dear she, might take some pleasure of my pen. Again it is epigram. How you can take pleasure, how a lady love who loves him, how can she takes pleasure out of pen? So it is an example of epigram, a contradiction in tone. Knowledge might pity win. Pleasure might cause her red, reading might make her know. So then he explain what will happen next. So first she will read, and then she will pleased after reading the words, and pleasure might cause her read, reading might make her know. Okay, at first there is pleasure, and then she will read, and after reading she will know. What she will know? She will know about the condition, the love-stricken condition of the lover, who is depressed and sad. And reading might make her know, knowledge might pity win. So after knowing, in her heart there will be pity for the poor lover. Oh, how much he is suffering for her. And gradually in this course, grace will be obtained. So this is the plan of the lover, that loving in truth and fain in verse my love to show, that she, dear she, might take some pleasure of my pain, that she will come to know about this verse, and then she read this verse, she will know, and in her heart there will be pity for him, and finally pity will transform into grace. So pleasure might cause her read, reading might make her know, knowledge might pity win, and pity grace obtain. This is the climax. Something is stated and it's at its highest point is called climax, and the opposite is anticlimax. Now, I sought fit words to paint the blackest face of O. Sought means search. I search. The poet lover search for fit words to express. Fit words means adequate and appropriate words to express his love. To paint the blackest face of O, here is a personification of the word O. That O, that is something abstract, it has blackest face. Studying inventions fine, her wits to entertain. So, entertain means please. He wants to please her wits by studying some other poetic creation and inspiration. So he feels that write a good poetry, a good verse, he must read other poet studies, and then he can write something that can please his beloved. But what happened? So till now I think it is okay. Let's look at the loving in truth and fain in verse, the rhyme scheme. So A, pen, B, A, B, no, B, A, O, B, no, O, so it is also B, entertain, obtain, so it is also A, flow, O, B, brain, again A, again A, sorry. So what happened to the rhyme scheme? A, B, B, A, B, A, B, A, A, B, B, A, B, A, B, A. Let's check. A, B, B, A, B, A, B, A. So till now we find the octave section, and here there is the Volta, change of thought. So till now what happened? The poet lover, in search of appropriate adequate words, started reading others' works to please his lady love, to get some fresh and fruitful showers upon my sunburned brain, upon his scorched. Here it actually means unproductive. Sunburned brain here refers to unproductiveness. Writer's block in modern language, you can say unproductive. So see, he wants that of turning others' lives, means others' poetic work. Here again, here is an example of personification. That others' poetic works he started turning and reading, so that some fresh and fruitful showers upon sunburned brain. Now what happened? Till now it was octave, one single theme was going on, and now there is the change of mood, some realization. That is the changing point, that is the Volta. So what is the changing point? He realizes, but words came halting forth, wanting invention stay. Halting forth means without spontaneous flow. Without spontaneous flow. Wanting invention stay. Wanting means lacking. Wanting means lacking inventions. Inventions mean creativity. But words came halting forth, wanting invention stay. So words came without any spontaneous flow, and it lacks the creativity on the part of the writer. Actually, poetry is a natural and spontaneous overflow of feelings. It cannot be gained by studying others' words. Now, invention. Nature's child fled, stepped them study's blow. So it is like just a proverb, study and invention. Invention stands for what? Invention stands for originality. And study? Study is some artificial process. Fled means ran away. So invention, who is nature's child? Invention is nature's child. It ran away. Why? Because his stepdam has come. Who is the stepdam? Stepdam is study. Stepdam means stepmother. So stepmother is study. So when stepmother has come, invention fled away. And others' feet still seemed but strangers in my way. So others' feet means others' writing still seemed but strangers in my way. Obviously it will happen. Whenever he is studying others' works to write of his own, he cannot express his own ideas through the words of others. Do you understand the point? The poet lover cannot express his own love through the words and emotions coined by others. They are like strangers in his way of writing. Thus great with child to speak and helpless in my thoughts. Now, here it is a metaphor. Metaphor of child, giving birth to child. Metaphor of giving birth to a child. Giving birth to a child is a very laborious process and there is so much pain. And in the same way, when you are full of your words and emotions and you can't express them in words, that is just like the same pain the poet is saying. The same pain that you are full, you want to give birth of your ideas, but you can't do this. So thus great with child. Great with child, what does it mean? That you are filled with child. Your child is at the mature stage and the child is going to take birth. So thus great with child. Great with child means the child is in mature state. And here what does it mean? It means the poet lover is full of ideas and emotions to express his love for his lady love. And helpless, but he is helpless. Why he is helpless? Thoughts. Thoughts means labor pain. Thoughts means pain, labor pain. You can tell here it is the creative pain. So here there is a great metaphor where labor pain is compared with creative pain. Do you understand? Now, helpless. He is helpless. Why he is helpless? Because he cannot give birth to his ideas, to his emotions. So that's why he is helpless. He needs a section scissor. Sorry. Beating my truant pain and beating myself for spite. So, okay. We'll get to the couplet later. Let's look at the rhyme scheme. Some fresh and fruitful showers upon my sunburned brain. Oh, it was the octave. Now after the Volta, here we meet the Volta, and after the Volta, let's see. But words came wanting invention. Stay. Stay is totally different, so we are naming it C, because stay does not rhyme with brain or flow, so it is totally different, so it is C. Now after C, blow, blow, C, blow, flow, away, stay, away, C. Fabulous in my thoughts, blows, so no, he, D, so it is C, D, C, D, and in the sestet part there is also a couplet. 4 lines means 1 quatrain, and there is a couplet. So the sestet part contains 4 lines means 1 quatrain and a couplet. In the sestet part we find 1 quatrain, 1 couplet. Couplet means 2 lines. Okay, so the rhyme scheme is C, D, C, D, and then finally spite right. So E, E. Biting my truant pen. Truant. Who is a truant? Truant means who is forgettive, disobedient, naughty. So biting my truant pen, the pen is disobedient. So again there is a personification. Pen is personified with a, like that pen is just like a disobedient boy. Beating myself for spite. Spite means anger, hatred. Fool, said my muse to me. Who is muse? Muse is the here poetic muse, who inspired the poet to write poetry. And maybe here muse is Penelope herself. So actually in muse, the concept of muse is from Greek mythology. In Greek mythology you will find the concept of muse. They attribute every natural object that they live, that the abode of muse. And now muse here refers to some poetic inspiration, the inner voice, or the muse also can refer to Penelope. Fool, said my muse to me, look in thy heart and write. अरे अपने आप पे देखो फिर लिखो ना. So look in thy heart and write. You don't have to search for words and emotions in others' writing. Just write down what you yourself feel. Look in thy heart. Look in yourself and write. Okay, so it is finished. Sonnet number 1, from Astrophel and Stella.